Good morning, and welcome to another bright, sunshiny Winnipeg. And we did made a little bit of progress here yesterday. We got our fake mushroom vents painted. We got our ladders bent, and we're all ready to try and glue the ladders onto the sides of the superstructure here, the way they're supposed to be. I'm going to give it a try anyway. Yeah, we had a nice sunrise this morning, sort of. Okay. Now, what else? I was going to say something else. I forgot. Oh yeah, now I remember. In yesterday's video, that was called "I Am Miffed." Got a lot of comments. Thank you very much. Now I didn't reply to the comments. Most of you agreed with me. And even if you didn't agree with me, I didn't delete it. But pretty much everybody agreed. Yeah. There'll probably be a sequel to that episode. There'll probably be an I Am Miffed Part 2 once I think of exactly what it is I want to say. Because I like to make sure that I get across as portraying how I really feel, and not how I want you to think I feel. Does that make any sense? Anyway, in order to see how we got to where we are right now, let's roll back. All right, continuing right along here this afternoon. We are here with our XF-66, and we're just going to try and touch this up. I don't think it matters if it goes over onto the other paint. It should blend in after it dries. Maybe I should be feathering it out a bit. I realize I'm putting it on a little bit thick. Now on the other side of this splinter wall is the 77, so maybe just try and feather that out just a little bit. Although I do believe that once it dries, it's going to darken, and we're not going to see it. Now, as I mentioned don't want to knock anything over here. On the other side of this splinter wall is the 77, so I don't want to. There, I should. Maybe what I should do is come at it with the 77 from this side. Yeah, I think that's going to blend in. We're not going to see it. I think it's going to look very much like it's actually supposed to be there. Okay, let's reposition here a little bit. Okay, we'll check that out later and see if it needs a second coat. Whoops. No harm done here. Yeah, I'm going to just grab the 77 and do the other sides here. Okay, I think that's going to blend in nicely. trying not to get in my own light here. Now, in all likelihood, this won't be seen anyway because there is going to be a very large piece of superstructure going right here. So all I want to do is just darken it. Okay, I'll do the same with the one on the other side here. Trying not to get my... Oh, you know what? Let's do this. There's that better? Oh, I got some red on the top of the mushroom vent. Now I'm gonna have to well, I guess I can get out the 66 again. I just want to make sure I got it in there. But like I say, there's going to be a large piece of superstructure going right here, and it comes up quite high. Okay, we are done here. Let's move on and see if we can get our ladders bent into shape here. What was there? 7 of them or something like that? Or 5, I can't remember. Lots. And get them on this part here because we can't paint this until the ladders are on. So we'll work on that this evening, all being well. Okay, I've got the 4 longest ladders bent now with the stringers bent so that they'll go up against the side of the superstructure. At least I'm going to try it. I don't know if it's going to be a success or not. If it turns out to be too much of a frustration, I think I'll just fold these down and just lay the whole ladder right against the side of the bulkhead. Now, at first I didn't think that these little ones here had to be bent, but I'm looking now and I can see that yes, they do have to be bent. Now this one right here, I had just started on it, and then my alarm went off to notify me it was time to release my video onto Jim Steen's Model Ship Club site, and so I sort of threw it back into the tin here, and about 5 minutes later so I come back to my tin and I'm looking in the tin and I can't find it. I can't find it anywhere, and I'm thinking, well, that's funny. Did I sort of flip it out of the tin or something somehow? And I look around on the table, it's not there. Get my spotlight, I'm looking around on the floor, it's not there. Well, it turned out that it had gone into the crack in the side here. And the way the light was hitting it, it just blended right in. It was just camouflaged right in. And I couldn't see it, even though I looked 2 or 3 times, maybe 4 times. Anyway, let me recompose here, and I'll show you how I'm doing these. I know that you're thinking that's recomposing. Well, I will. I'll put on the macro lens, but okay. Very, very gently here. Okay, we'll stick the macro lens on so that you can actually see it. At least that's the plan. Okay, I'm not watching the monitor, so I hope I'm keeping this in the field of view here. Now, a moment ago, I took out about 5 minutes, and I made a short clip, which probably a lot of you have already seen, called I Am Miffed. I just had to get it off my chest. Okay, now let me check the monitor. Oh yeah, you can sort of see it. Maybe if I went more like this. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're just going to bend those up. Like that. Alright, now let's just turn this over here. I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. Now, when I released my pliers there and let it go back together again, I did that once and I flattened out the end that I just bent. So, okay, we got it here. Okay, I want to bend it right on those folding lines, or maybe you could go in just a little bit more. Trying to get it square so that they're both going to be... Oh, no, I went too far the other way. I'm going to have to bend this back, or push this back here. Well, that's not quite right either. All right, let's give her a go here. Well, that's the idea anyway. Looks like some of them got bent better than others. Okay, let's see if we can get them on the side of that little part now. Okay, now because I'll probably forget and grab this part from the sides where there's going to be at least 3 ladders stuck on while I'm working with it, I think maybe what we should do here is try and get the little ladders that have to go from the platform here up to the door, and I'm going to try and adjust this so that, you know, gravity will be our friend, so to speak, and we can yeah, so that they'll sort of lean back against the... Yeah, but that's going to have to be tomorrow. Yeah, I'm getting tired. What do we got here? Going on for 9 o'clock. Yeah, we'll see you in the morning. Yesterday I saw what you might call a lot of flurry going on in the surveillance monitor, and I looked up and here the bird feeder was really busy. Yeah, busy is an understatement. I watched for a moment and I thought I counted 8 birds there. Yeah, sure enough, there were 8 birds. And then a moment later I thought I saw more, but things were happening so fast that I couldn't really count, but I think there might have been as many as 10 at one time. Now you can't help but notice that the black oil sunflower seeds have really gone down. So we got to do something about that, right? Right. Now there's pretty much only one way I can fill up the bird feeder. So if this looks a lot like the last time I filled it up, well, it's probably because it is. Now, it seems that lately the rollbacks have been longer than the main episode. And today is going to be one of those cases. Oh, I may not have this thing bent exactly right. Come on, hold on to it. I'm afraid to squeeze on it because it's so fragile, and if I'm grabbing wrong, I'm going to bend it. Okay. Now, the manual said it looked like the ladder was supposed to be bent on both ends of it, like the stringers. I'm going to have to reposition here. I want to be able to take my time at this. At 1 o'clock today, I have to go see my doctor. And so that means I got to be leaving here pretty soon. Okay, something like that. I think something like that is believable, although I do believe it is supposed to be more straight up and down. Although maybe not. That might no, well, I don't know. That doesn't look right unless it would be if there was a railing, but there's no railing there. Anyway, yeah, I got to wind it up here and get today's episode, the final edit, and get it uploaded onto YouTube, and then, yeah, go see the doctor. He wouldn't look at my feet yesterday on YouTube, so I got to go and show them to him. Thanks for watching, everybody, and all being well, we'll be seeing you tomorrow.